students, welcome to today's American IELTS and TOEFL Training Center. I.E.L.T.S International English as Level Testing System, TOEFL Test on English as Foreign Language. So both these examinations are conducted to check your reading, writing and listening and speaking skills in English. So IELTS is British, Australian and Cambridge University join and conduct to examine your English ability, and same thing TOEFL, it is American based examination. So all around the world the examination is conducted. The score which you get, with that you can go to a natively speaking country for visa purposes, and coming here nearly 7,000 organization, international organization accept this score. Coming here for the writing and speaking skill development class over here, Lingua Forum Dream Tech Publications. These essays have been taken from, and we have come here to the video number 166. Dear friends, if you get a topic like this in your writing in IELTS, you have to write almost for 250 words, and also in TOEFL. Other than that, and speaking, you have to speak for nearly 2 minutes. Here, imagine you could study a subject that you have never studied before. Okay, now your academic, everything is over. Now you are professional in some area. So what do you think that what you missed something which you think that you should have done? A subject which you should have studied. A subject that you have missed. A subject which you are passionate but you are not able to study. So the topic, hope you are able to understand something. A subject which you really missed and you regret now that you studied. This is the topic here. Which subject would you choose and why? You have to say the reasons with examples and use specific examples and reasons to explain your answer. So what is the subject you miss? And if you get a chance, you may do it once again. So coming here, the writer goes in for like this. My education was deficient in mathematics. So the writer says, his subject, he was like, my education was deficient in mathematics. When young, I had no liking for maths. So when he was a young child, the writer, when he was doing his schooling, maybe 1 to 12 standard, he didn't have any special liking towards mathematics. I studied only what was required to graduate from school. So this is one thing, the requirements of school, the requirements of passing. For that he studied without any liking towards the subject. So now, that is after his graduation, he starts working. He wishes I had learned more about math. So he says, I wish I have learned something more about maths. Specifically, I wish I had studied higher mathematics. So in mathematics, he wishes that he should have studied deep inside the mathematics, because so much about it now seems beautiful. So now he finds something, the subject has a beauty in it, and he regrets that he has not studied. So mathematics is the subject he thinks he has missed. Now coming here to the next paragraph, perhaps most of all, topology. So now he's stating with the examples. In mathematics, certain divisions are there. It is called topology. What do you mean by topology? Logy means a psychology, philosophy. Logy means a subject or any stream of studies is called logy. So he comes to topology. The study of object is called topology. Object's shape. Any object. It looks in a cylindrical or triangular or square shaped. And study of the shapes is called topology. It fascinates. He says it fascinates him now. It fascinates me now. Maybe I am just native. Native means he doesn't know anything about that. But it seems fascinating to think that a coffee cup, this is a coffee cup, or a donut, it is an eatable. That is, it's made of bread and nuts, right? In a circular shape, or a pair of eyeglasses, a cooling glass, has a shape. Those things has a shape with a mathematical description or a dimension. So it has a mathematical description. It has to have a certain amount of length and breadth and circular diameter and whatnot, centimeters and all those things. Certain dimensions are the mathematical dimensions. Otherwise, both won't be looking even, isn't it? A cup and saucer should match. A two pair of glasses should match. And a donut, it has certain shape. A coffee cup, okay. When I look at when I look at an ordinary object like an apple or a tea bag, he sees an apple, he sees a tea bag. I wonder what formula a topologist would use to describe it. So, any manufactured goods, it should get the approval of topologist who mentions certain dimensions for that particular object to come out. So he just wonders whenever he sees an object, say for example this pen, so how he would have manufactured, with what size and dimensions, with proportions and all those things. And coming here to the second paragraph, he says, third paragraph, another wonderful study in maths is conics. So topology is one subject, studying about the length and breadth and diameter of the objects. And coming here, he is stating one other division in maths, that is conics. He says, I know almost nothing about conics. He says he doesn't know anything about conics. What do you mean by conics? All the cone-shaped things are called conics. All I know is that it describes the curves generated by slicing a cone in certain ways. A cone is there. When you cut in different shapes, all those things which you get in sizes, it is called conics. A cone is there. You know, as you know, the cone, a pointed structure in one area, and it goes in with the, circle in its either in the top part or in the lower part. Either you can keep upside down, up and down, or down and up. Like bottom part can be pointed and the upper part may be in a circle, or the circle part may be down and the upper part may be pointed. So by slicing it in different ways, you can find different shapes, and that is called conics. When I see a sliced carrot, a carrot is cut, or at a restaurant, I think of conics and wonder how would describe the form of particular slice. So when cutting the slice, he was just wondering in what are the ways, why should they cut like this and that, and with what dimension it needs to fit on something. So conics and topology. Next coming here, the math of things one can see and touch and feel is wonderful. So he says, when seeing something, when touching something, it seems so wonderful, yet a mystery to me. He says it's all a mystery for him. Whenever he sees the shapes and structures, he wonders at it. Now I wish I had taken math more seriously. He says, I should have taken the math seriously for all activities like construction or computers or mechanical or civil electronics, whatever it is, the basic is maths. So whenever any object, it has maths related things. So he says that he should have taken the maths subject very seriously in his early years, and learn more about it. He wishes that he should have learned more about math. Therefore, if I had the opportunity to study one more time, so if God wishes, if I get once again, maybe a rebirth, or once again going past or rewinding his life back, he would definitely concentrate much on math. I would definitely choose mathematics. So my dear friends, everybody might have gone through your schooling and college. Now you have come out of your schooling and college and you are professional in your arena. And certain times we regret, isn't it, that we should have studied those subjects quite seriously. Then you would have been in different places. So we regret certain times, and sometimes, and most of the times also, some people, nobody is satisfied, always in search of something, and we always go back and say, if I have done that, I would have been this and that. So coming here to the past, it is the subject. And what subject do you think you miss and you feel that you should have studied? Now let us start with our IELTS takers one by one. I request the gentleman to come forward and tell. So we have come here for the IELTS speaking interview. So as you know, the task 1 or the section 1, it deals with ice-breaking session. You have to say about your name, qualification, something about your hometown, and is general a one-to-one, a home talk or free talk, or an informal talk between the examiner and the interviewee. And here's the gentleman, IELTS taker. I request him to introduce himself, tell about something about his schooling and college background, and his job and job experience, which country he wants to go and for what purpose he is going, and what's the examination he's taking, and tell about this subject, what he has missed in his school days, what subject he has missed.
My name is Jay Kumar. I did my engineering in computer science, and I did my master's in business administration in the United Kingdom, and I'm currently working as an HR business partner in MNC. And my native town is Chennai, and I'm basically a Tamilian, and I wanted to take IELTS because I'm planning to migrate to Canada by next year. So I'm gonna talk about the topic now. And as I mentioned, like my native, I'm a Tamilian, but I did my schooling until my 10th standard in Tamil, but Tamil I never took it very seriously because that didn't attract me much, and I just studied until my 10th standard to make sure that I passed my 10th standard, and I didn't took much care about that, and I was eagerly waiting to finish my 10th standard so that after my 11th and 12th I could take up French. So, and after that I took French for a couple of years in 11th and 12th, and then I went to do my engineering, where I didn't get any chances to look after Tamil subjects, and then I did my MBA, and I'm still currently working now. So it's been like 14 years where I took up any Tamil subjects to write or read anything. So Tamil is the only subject that I'm eagerly missing right now, because nowadays I don't get any chances to write in Tamil or to read anything except the newspapers. So that too, I couldn't do it very easily that normal Tamil people can do it, because most of my subjects after my 10th standard were in French, and it's currently into English. So my habit is becoming more easy with English rather than going with Tamil. But I'm eagerly waiting, or if I get any other chances to go on and learn in Tamil, I would be very much interested to go on, because as a fact, it's an embarrassing moment where I'm not easily able to write a letter in Tamil or do anything more specific in Tamil. So that is most embarrassing moment for me nowadays. So Tamil is what I'm eagerly waiting to do, read or study or anything in that. But hopefully I would get any chances, maybe today or earlier or anything in the future. I would be appreciated. Thank you.
Here, Tamil is one of the 18 official languages which is spoken in India, that especially in Tamil Nadu. But Tamil has a special significance in the sense that, in India you have many languages like Orissa or Hindi or Telugu or Kannada, but in other countries where their official languages are Tamil, it is almost in 4 to 5 countries, Singapore, Malaysia, Sri Lanka, Fiji, Maldives. No other languages in India has the official status of an official language in any other foreign country other than it is Tamil. That is one special thing about Tamil language which none other language has. That is the official language status given to a language. To a language in a country which is foreign of status. Like Tamil is it belongs to India, but still in Singapore, Malaysia, Sri Lanka, Fiji, Maldives, one of the languages Tamil. That is the great thing about Tamil. and you should definitely learn. If you are so passionate, you should learn. Yes. Next IELTS taker, I request the young lady to come forward. Here's a young lady who is going to take a IELTS examination, and she has to introduce about her name, qualification. Say something about your school and college, because it deals with the subject. And what is the subject you have taken as your main subject in your school, in your college, or +1, +2? And what do you regret that you have missed a lot on a particular subject? Which subject? And if you get a chance, and you will definitely love to learn that subject, now you're passionate about that one. And what is that subject? Yes.
Good morning. My name is Anu. I'm going to Canada. I'm going to write my exam on December. I have this topic about the subject. I really like computer science very much. I'm really work in computer science. It's very interesting to me. It's passionate. It's passionate to my subject. In past of my life, in my school days, they're conducting 1 hour for computer science class. I really are eager to go to that class. It's very much because that computer room is very full of AC, and some of the computers only in there. They're allocated one computer for 4 or 5 members. So everyone cannot spend time in within 1 hour. Every person cannot work in that 1 hour. So on that time, we are select one person. Okay, to this time, this 1 hour you spend for that time for computer. On that time itself, I was really eager to take a computer science as my subject. After my 10th, I get a low mark. That's why I can't choose my subject computer science in my 11th, 12th because of my scoring mark. So I select commerce, financial subjects. Based on that only, I will started my college life also, like BCom, MBA, finance, and accounting basics. Because I'm in eager to learn computer science very much. On computer science, I will. Some of the subject is very interesting, like animation, graphics, then. Animation, graphics, then photography. I like this more. Some of the subject very interesting. We spend time in computer means how much time we spending. We don't know. Just we insert the some computer and we see for just a few minutes only spending. But are we spending a lot of time in the computer? Really, it's very amazing to work in computer. But now I'm working. So I'm in my office. I'm working computer. I'm doing some of accounts. It's very interesting to tally everything. We can able to understand some of the small things like Excel worksheet. A lot of things. We are learning everything advancedly. So I need I have one chance to get means I will really like to study computer science in full basic and to end. It's very interesting subject. Thank you.
So it is the end of the 20th century and the starting of 21st century. It is the computer revolution. It is the information technology. And Mrs. Anu, she thinks that she has missed learning computer programming and whatnot. Still you can learn. Yes, the next IELTS taker. So one of the gentlemen here, IELTS taker, I request him to introduce himself. And as you know the topic, what is the subject which you have missed? You have to say about your school and college and your basic studies. And you have to tell what you have missed in during your school days. That is the subject oriented. Which subject do you think now you regret upon not studying?
Hi and hello for everyone. I'm Sundar. I have done my diploma and I'm planning to do my higher studies in Singapore. So here I'm here to take my I.E.L.T.S examinations. I have done my diploma in electronics and communication, and like everyone, it is just guided by my parents, and I have no interest in their time. I was always passionate about something creative and innovative. This motivates me to study further in multimedia and designs. So as soon as I finished my multimedia courses, I was pushed into business. And I carry out my business in architects and interiors. So why I take this field? So people interior is just not a building. You should not see just as a shelter of a building. It makes changes, and when you're going into a home or if you're having a better environment to live on, so your mood changes. So your stress get relieved. So this makes me more passionate about interior designing. So when I was been to Singapore, so I see people doing a lot of work in Singapore, so in interior design and architects. And I really want to make the same thing here to be happened in India. So I just wonder if I get a chance to study one more time, I prefer to choose interior or designing related courses.
So a gentleman says that he wishes that he has chosen a subject, interior designing. That's what he misses in his school and college days, right, sir? Okay, next IELTS taker, I request her to come here. TOEFL taker, in fact, isn't it? Okay. Could you introduce yourself and tell about which country are you planning to go, job and job experience, your school and college, and what do you think that, what subject do you think that you have missed a lot? And if get a chance, you would pursue that subject. What is it?
Hi, my name is Ramya. I have completed my BTech degree. I am going to write a TOEFL exam. I am going to plan MS. Okay. Here I am going to discuss about, if I get a chance to study subject one more time, what will you choose? So I would prefer to biology, because I was study computer science. In biology, botany and zoology are combined together. In zoology, we can study, we can able to know about the parts of the body for humans and animals, etc. And also diseases, tumors, etc. Through the zoology, we can know what is the disease and which part is affected by that disease, and what is the origin of the disease and how to overcome these disease. Right now, if I sick, suddenly I will go to hospital, the doctor will say what is the disease and he will give some tablets, and I will take that and take the rest. But I don't know exact reason of the disease. And in botany, we can able to know about the botanical, such as fruits, vegetables, herbals, leaves, etc. For example, if we take apple, we only know about the apple that is good for health. But through the botany, we can able to know what is the botanical name of the apple and which process is going to take in our body and etc. So if I had opportunity to study again one more time the subject, I would prefer to study biology. That's it. Thank you.
So good, Ramya. Ramya says that she wishes she has studied botany, zoo and biology, and if gets a chance, she would definitely study all the science subject, pure science. That's what she says. Good. Thank you. IELTS and TOEFL வகுப்புகளுக்கு உங்களை வரவேற்கிறோம். I.E.L.T.S International English as Level Testing System என்று சொல்கிறோம். TOEFL Test as English as a Foreign Language என்று சொல்கிறோம். So இது IELTS British Oriented பரீட்சை, TOEFL America Oriented பரீட்சை. So IELTSல ரீடிங், ரைட்டிங், லிசனிங் அண்ட் ஸ்பீக்கிங், எழுதுவது, பேசுவது, கேட்கக்கூடியது, வாசிக்கக்கூடியது. TOEFL அதே போன்று ஆங்கிலம் கேட்க, பேச, வாசிக்க, எழுத. ஸோ இந்த 2 பரீட்சைகளும் IELTS பிரிட்டிஷ், TOEFL அமெரிக்கா ஓரியன்ட் பரீட்சைகள். இதன் மூலமாக கிடைக்கக்கூடிய மதிப்பெண்களை வைத்து வெளிநாடுகளுக்கு வேலைக்கு படிப்பதற்கு, மற்ற விஷயங்களுக்கு நீங்கள் விசா பெறுவதற்கு பயன்படுத்திக் கொள்ளலாம். ரைட்டிங் அண்ட் ஸ்பீக்கிங் ஸ்கில் டெவலப்மெண்ட் வகுப்புகள், எழுதுவது மற்றும் பேசுவதற்கான மேம்பாட்டு பயிற்சி வகுப்புகள் இங்கே கொடுக்கப்பட்டிருக்கிறது. லிங்குவா ஃபோரம் கட்டுரைகள் மூலமாக எடுக்கப்பட்டிருக்கக்கூடிய இந்த கட்டுரைகள் வீடியோ நம்பர் 166க்கு வந்திருக்கிறீர்கள். தலைப்பு இமேஜின், கற்பனை பண்ணிப்பார், that you could study a subject that you have never studied before. கற்பனை பண்ணிப்பார். இப்போ நீ ஏதோ ஒரு சப்ஜெக்ட் படிச்சிருக்க, இன்ஜினியராக இருக்கிறாய், டாக்டராக இருக்கிறாய், பள்ளியிலே இதை படித்திருக்கலாம் என்று நினைக்கக்கூடிய சப்ஜெக்ட் எது? ஏதோ ஒன்றை நீ மிஸ் பண்ணிவிட்டாய், ஏதோ ஒன்றை படிக்க முடியவில்லை, அது படித்திருந்தால் நன்றாக இருக்கும். அது கணக்கு பாடமாக இருக்கலாம், தமிழ் பாடமாக இருக்கலாம், ஆங்கில பாடமாக இருக்கலாம். சிறு வயதிலே அந்த பாடத்தில் தீவிர கவனம் எடுத்து நாம் படித்திருக்க வேண்டும் என்று மனம் வருந்தக்கூடிய, அல்லது இன்னொரு சந்தர்ப்பம் கிடைத்தால் அந்த பாடத்தை தீவிரமாக படிப்பேன். அது எந்த பாடம்? ஸோ which subject would you choose and why? எந்த பாடத்தை நீ தேர்ந்தெடுப்பாய்? சிறு வயதிலே படித்திருக்கவில்லை, அந்த பாடத்தை படித்திருந்தால் நன்றாக இருக்கும். ஏன்? யூஸ் ஸ்பெசிஃபிக் எக்ஸாம்பிள்ஸ், குறிப்பிட்ட உதாரணங்களுடன் நீ விளக்க வேண்டும். அண்ட் ரீசன்ஸ், காரணத்தை சொல்ல வேண்டும். டு எக்ஸ்பிளைன் யுவர் ஆன்சர், உன்னுடைய விடையை சொல்லுவதற்கு சரியான குறிப்பிட்ட விவரங்களும் விளக்கங்களுடன் நீ அந்த கட்டுரையில் நீ எழுத வேண்டும். ஸோ இந்த கட்டுரையில் இந்த எழுத்தாளர் என்ன எழுதியிருக்கிறார் பாருங்கள். மை எஜுகேஷன், என்னுடைய கல்வி, வாஸ் டெஃபிஷியன்ட் இன் மேத்தமேட்டிக்ஸ், கணக்கிலே நான் குறைவானவனாக, கணக்கிலே நான் கற்கவில்லை. ஸோ when young had no liking for math, சிறு வயதில் இருக்கும் பொழுது எனக்கு கணக்கு பாடத்தில் எந்த விதமான விருப்பமும் இல்லாமல் இருந்தது. I studied only what was required to graduate from school. பள்ளியிலே பாஸ் ஆவதற்கு எவ்வளவு வேண்டுமோ அந்த அளவு மட்டும் கணக்கிலே படித்து பாஸ் ஆனேன். Now I wish I had learned more about math. இப்பொழுது நான் விரும்புகிறேன், இப்பொழுது நினைக்கிறேன், கணக்கில் நான் தீவிரமாக படித்திருக்க வேண்டும் என்னுடைய பள்ளி நாட்களிலே. Specifically I wish I had studied higher mathematics. நான் மேற்படிப்புக்கு கணக்கிலே சிறந்த அளவிலே, சிறந்த தீவிரத்தன்மையுடன் மேற்கூறிய அந்த கணக்கினுடைய உயர்ந்த தன்மையான படிப்புகளை நான் படித்திருக்க வேண்டும். பிகாஸ் so much about it now seems beautiful. கணக்கை பற்றி, அதனுடைய பரிமாணங்களை பற்றி நினைக்கும் பொழுது அனைத்தும் மிக அழகாக தோன்றுகிறது என்று இந்த கட்டுரையாளர் தன்னுடைய முதல் பத்தியிலே எந்த பாடத்தை நான் படித்திருக்க வேண்டும், என்னுடைய இறந்த காலத்திலே அதை நான் செய்யவில்லை, எந்த படிப்பு என்றால் அது கண்டிப்பாக அது கணக்கு என்று சொல்கிறார். அடுத்ததாக perhaps most of all, நாம் அனைவரும் டாபாலஜி என்று சொல்கிறோம். டாபாலஜி என்றால் என்ன? பொருளின் வடிவமைப்பு. ஒரு பொருள், ஒரு புஸ்தகமோ, ஒரு பேனாவோ, ஒரு பாட்டிலோ என்ன வடிவமைப்பிலே அது வடிவமைத்திருக்கிறது என்று படிக்கக்கூடிய படிப்பு தான் டாபாலஜி. அப்போ அதனுடைய சதுரம் எவ்வளவு, அகலம் எவ்வளவு, உயரம் எவ்வளவு, அதனுடைய வட்டம் எவ்வளவு, இந்த பல பரிமாணங்களுடன் கணக்கிடுவதை டாபாலஜி என்று சொல்கிறோம். த ஸ்டடி ஆஃப் ஆப்ஜெக்ட் ஷேப்ஸ், ஒரு பொருளுடைய வடிவம் fascinates me now, இப்பொழுது எனக்கு மகிழ்வை உண்டாக்குகிறது. எந்த பொருளை பார்த்தாலும் என்ன வடிவமைப்பிலே வடிவமைத்திருக்கிறார்கள் என்று சொல்லக்கூடிய அந்த டாபாலஜி என்ற படிப்பு, அது எனக்கு மகிழ்ச்சியை அளிக்கிறது. மேபி ஐ எம் ஜஸ்ட் நேட்டிவ், இதை பற்றி எனக்கு ஒன்றும் தெரியாமல் இருக்கலாம். பட் இட் சீம்ஸ் ஃபேசினேட்டிங் டு திங்க், ஆனால் பார்ப்பதற்கு மகிழ்ச்சி அளிக்கிறது. தட் ஏ கப் ஆஃப் காஃபி, காஃபி கொடுக்கக்கூடிய அந்த டம்ளரை பாருங்கள், அந்த பீங்கானை பாருங்கள், அது எந்த அளவிலே, எத்தனை கொள்ளளவு கொள்ளக்கூடிய அந்த காஃபியை தக்க வைத்துக் கொள்ளக்கூடிய அந்த வடிவமைத்திருக்கிறார்கள் என்பதை மற்றற்ற மகிழ்ச்சியை அளிக்கிறது பார்க்கும் பொழுது. டோ நோட், ஆங்கிலத்திலே டோ நோட் என்றால் ஒரு வட்ட ரொட்டியிலே அல்லது பன்னிலே அல்லது அது ஒரு வட்ட வடிவமைப்பாக இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு தின்பண்டம். or a pair of eye glasses, கண்ணாடிகள், ரெண்டு கண்ணாடிகள் ரெண்டும் ஒரே அமைப்பிலே அமைக்கப்பட்டிருக்க வேண்டும், சதுரமும் அகலமும் அதனுடைய கொள்ளளவும். as a shape with a mathematical description, அதற்கு கணக்கு ரீதியாக அளவுகோல்கள் நிச்சயிக்கப்பட்டிருக்கிறது. இந்த அளவுகோலில் தான் அந்த கண்ணாடி வடிவமைக்கப்பட வேண்டும் என்று. when I look at an ordinary object like an apple or tea bag, ஒரு ஆப்பிளை பார்க்கிறேன், ஒரு பேக் பையை பார்க்கிறேன், என்ன வடிவமைப்பிலே வடிவமைத்திருக்கிறார்கள் என்று பார்த்து அதிசயப்படுகிறேன். I wonder what formula a topologist would use to describe it. ஒரு டாபாலஜிஸ்ட் என்று சொல்லும் பொழுது அந்த அகல பரந்த நீள உயரத்தை அளவிடக்கூடியவர் ஒரு பொருளை பார்க்கும் பொழுது என்ன கண்ணோட்டத்திலே கணக்கு ரீதியாக அவர் பார்ப்பார் என்று என் மனது செல்கிறது. ஸோ another wonderful study in math is conics. அப்போ மேத்ஸ் என்ற கணக்கு சப்ஜெக்டிலே அந்த பிரிவிலே பாடப்பிரிவிலே இந்த டாபாலஜி என்று சொல்லக்கூடிய வடிவமைப்பு படிப்பு, இன்னொரு படிப்பு கானிக்ஸ் என்று சொல்வார்கள், கோன் என்று சொல்வார்கள். கோனுக்கு என்ன தமிழில் சொல்லுவீங்க? கோனுக்கு கோம்பு என்று சொல்வீர்கள். அந்த கோம்பு சம்பந்தப்பட்ட படிப்பு. ஐ நோ ஆல்மோஸ்ட் நத்திங் அபவுட் கோனிக்ஸ். எனக்கு அந்த கோம்புவை பற்றி ஒன்றும் தெரியாது. either all I know is that it describes the curves generated by slicing a cone in certain ways. அந்த கோம்பை வெட்டும் பொழுது அதற்கு கிடைக்கக்கூடிய அந்த வடிவமைப்பு, அதை நினைத்து பார்க்கிறேன். when I see a sliced carrot at a restaurant, ஒரு கேரட் அதை துண்டு துண்டாக வெட்டுகிறார்கள், பல வடிவங்களில் வெட்டுகிறார்கள். வெட்டும் பொழுது அதனுடைய வடிவமைப்பை பார்க்கிறேன். ஐ திங்க் ஆஃப் கானிக்ஸ். இந்த கோம்பினுடைய படிப்பை பற்றி நான் நினைத்துக் கொள்கிறேன். அண்ட் wonder how would describe the form of particular size. என்ன அளவுகோல்களிலே அதை வெட்டுகிறார்கள், எந்த நீள அளவுகோல்களிலே அந்த கோன் என்று கோம்பை வெட்டுகிறார்கள் என்று நான் அதிசயிக்கிறேன். அடுத்ததாக, the math of things one can see and touch and feel is wonderful. ஒன்றை பார்க்கும் பொழுது கணக்கு ரீதியாக தொடுவதும் பார்ப்பதும் மிக பிரமாதமாக இருக்கிறது. yet a mystery to me. அது ஒரு மாயையாக இருக்கிறது எனக்கு, எப்படி இதை செய்கிறார்கள். now I wish I had taken math more seriously. இப்பொழுது நினைக்கிறேன், என்னுடைய இறந்த காலத்திலே நான் கணக்கை தீவிரமாக படித்திருக்க வேண்டும். in my early years and learn more about it. அதை பற்றி நான் நன்கு அறிந்திருக்க வேண்டும். therefore if I had the opportunity to study one more time, இன்னொரு முறை எனக்கு படிப்பதற்கான ஒரு வாய்ப்பு கிடைத்தால், ஐ வுட் டெஃபினெட்லி சூஸ் மேத்தமேட்டிக்ஸ். நான் கணக்கு பாடத்தை கண்டிப்பாக தேர்ந்தெடுப்பேன். ஸோ நண்பர்களே, இந்த கட்டுரையாளர் கணக்கை நான் தவறவிட்டேன், கணக்கு பாடத்தை படித்திருக்க வேண்டும் என்று சொல்கிறார். நம்மில் பல பேர் லா படித்திருக்க வேண்டும், சட்டம் பயின்றிருக்க வேண்டும், IAS பயின்றிருக்க வேண்டும், டாக்டர் ஆகியிருக்க வேண்டும், ஹார்ட்வேர் என்ஜினியராக ஆகியிருக்க வேண்டும். அப்படி என்று பல ஏக்கங்கள் இருக்கிறது. சிறு வயதிலே அதற்கான தயாரிப்புகளை தயாரித்திருக்க வேண்டும் என்று நம் மனது தோன்றுகிறது. ஸோ இங்கே இந்த கட்டுரையாளர் கணக்கை நான் தவறவிட்டேன், கணக்கை தீவிரமாக நான் படித்திருக்க வேண்டும் என்று மனம் வெறுந்தி சொல்கிறார். இனி அடுத்து வரக்கூடிய வீடியோக்களில் மற்ற தலைப்புகளில் பார்ப்போம். தேங்க்யூ.